Hi guys, I'm Alicia Camacho, and this is episode 26, and today is going to be a little bit different. Just talking like I normally do, but today just doing it a little bit differently. This week I am just sharing some news with you guys. I have some, two very big important announcements to talk to you guys about. Because life has changed a lot. So I just figured that I'd do the video this way for many reasons actually, because today it was so hot. It just felt like a deflated balloon. So what do I have to share with you? Let me tell you what's going on. In the spirit of keeping things real, this is me keeping it real and doing the same for my videos. So guys, a couple of weeks ago I signed up for a Bumble account. Yes, because I was like, I'm ready to start dating. And 23-year-old single Alicia with no dating experience thought that Bumble would be a good place to maybe talk to a guy and not just smile awkwardly at him like I've been doing to this other guy. It's just like trying to tell him with my eyes that I think he's cute, but it's not working, guys. It just doesn't work that way. Great. With my lack of confidence and chutzpah to try and have a conversation with someone. Not because of anything else, just I'm really awkward and I don't know this person and I have not stalked them on Facebook or Instagram and found out who exactly they are. No, not at all. I decided to go on a dating app called Bumble and I set up a profile and everything. And while there were some guys, eventually, within my first week of Bumble, I ran out of guys, first of all, to swipe on. Okay, I swiped left so many times, I was scared Bumble was going to send me an email and be like, please stop swiping left and give these guys a chance. But no, they weren't too stressed about that. They were just like, come back later. You've gone through all the bees in your area. And I was like, great. Now there really is a bee endangerment crisis kind of thing happening. A couple of people that I matched with and I spoke with, the one was very upfront in the sense that they were just wanted to hook up. No problem. Another guy, he started talking to me, but then he kind of just there was nothing there, guys. Because the chick has to say hello first, I would say hello to all these guys. Whoever responded. Whoever didn't. I didn't take offense to it, but the ones that did, the conversation really died. It was like nothing, There was one guy who was... So, I would start speaking to this one guy. And from the get-go, he was very inappropriate kind of thing. And my friend had her suspicions that he was possibly a catfish. And I was like, yeah, probably. But we're just going to see where this goes, whatever. Just take a chance. Maybe he surprises you. Maybe he's not a catfish. The conversation got very interesting in the sense that I was just laughing my ass off. I was just like, are people for real? Are people really like this? There were just some red flags. Red flags. Where you were just like, yeah, this person's a catfish. So, after one of the messages that he sent me, I was just like, nope, done, thanks, bye. That's literally what I said. I was like, no, thank you, thanks, bye, going, done. No. I matched with him, and then I thought that was the last I would ever see this person. Turns out, his profile popped up again, except he had a different name. Second picture was the same picture that he used in the previous profile. So I knew for sure that this guy was a catfish. Hello. So I did I assumed the right thing, because he's probably been harassing other girls, saying dirty things to them and just making people feel uncomfortable. I was just like, you know what, report, because you are not you and you're just lying to people. I think Bumble took his account down. I hope Bumble took his account down, because it's danger. Stranger danger. Then I carried on swiping, and I swiped and lo and behold, Bumble has now brought back everybody that I swiped left on and put them back in the pool, because I've technically now officially run out of people to match with. So the people that I am matching, that I'm seeing now, I've seen so many of those profiles before. They're just recycling everybody that I've swiped left on, hoping that maybe I'll have a change of heart or a change of mind. Quite honestly, nah. I look at these guys and I'm like, I cannot fall in love with someone that I met because I like their picture or their status that they put on Bumble. Like, that is just not me. I think it physically pains me to like think that way and to like actually do that. I've made the decision to delete my accounts because it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but it's really not for me. And if this means that I'm gonna be like a spinster, single, alone forever, then fine, so be it. If that is the plan for my life, then whatever. Excuse me. But once I would actually like it if someone actually approached me and not me like think, oh, maybe I should approach someone, because no one's actually ever approached me. If I think about it, in my whole like failed dating like career thing, I've always been the one who's like, yo, I like you, you know? Guys have never been like, yo, Alicia, I like you. I think it would actually be really nice. And don't come at me and be like, why must the guy do it? No, like I've been, and guys have been like rejecting me. So now it's up to the guys. Now I've put it in their court. Now I've like thrown all the balls. A tennis ball, basketball, soccer ball, rugby ball. All the balls are in their court. The badminton little shuttle thingy magic is all in their court, man. So 2 things that I want to announce to you guys. I've been kind of keeping on the down low because, you know, you always have that fear that it's not going to go through or whatever. But if you sit with that mentality that something's not going to happen and you put that out there, then, you know, shit's going to happen. So that was one of my motivations to actually tell you guys what's been happening, because I think it's important that everybody knows like how things are going, you know. And talk about things not happening, I should talk about things that are happening. So the first thing I'd like to share with you guys is that I am publishing a book. Yay! It's a very big deal. I try and play it down. All of my success, actually, I try and play it down. Like, I try not to make a big deal out of it, but in actual fact, it's pretty cool. I'm going to be a published author by the age of 24. And that's really, really cool. Not a lot of people can say that. It's a poetry book. So the book is called Spines. And everything about the book, everything I've written in the book has a meaning. Even the cover art has a like meaning and a purpose to it, and the way it's been set out. So I started writing poetry back in 3rd year of varsity. And I was just going through some things that I just didn't feel like I had anybody to talk to about. I just needed a place to like unleash my emotions without being judged. So one of the ways that I normally like to do that is by writing. And I managed to write for a whole year's worth of poetry, which is really, really awesome. And there's some happy poems, there's some like sad poems, some really dark poems, there's some really personal poems. But overall, I was writing words that if I had to find a book that had these poems in and read them, I could relate to them, like maybe not feel so alone in what I was going through. So that's why I decided that maybe I should publish the poems, because I wanted other people to feel, you know, that they're seen, that whatever they're going through, that there's someone else that's probably going through something similar. So I wrote a lot of things that I saw from my perspective, in the sense of like things that some of my friends may have gone through, or like pain that other people experienced, and how what they experienced somehow touched my life, kind of thing. I started an Instagram account. It's called Spines, so _spines_. You know, Instagram makes you put like the weirdest freaking names ever. But kind of exciting to be able to put my poems out there. But it's also really scary. You know, every day I go through the poems and I decide what poem I'm going to put up. And sometimes I hesitate to put certain poems up. I don't want people to think that I am in a bad space right now, or that it's really negative or anything like that. I just, you know, you never know what people's reactions are going to be, no matter how much they support you. It's always a little bit scary. The book is being published by UK publishers, independent publishers. I sent out my couple of pages of my manuscript to different agencies and houses, what should I say, and they happen to come back to me. It's going to be published it will be part of their publishing list for 2019-2020 authors. I'm very, very excited. The cover has been finalized. So I had one of my friends who is an incredibly talented artist, Daniela, from my other episode, asked her if she wouldn't mind drawing the cover art. And she did, and it looks so good on the cover, guys. Like, oh my word. Can't wait for you guys to see it. The next set of news that I'm sharing with you guys, as you saw on did you see here with me? As you may or may not know, I've been looking for a job, an agent, for a very, very long time. I graduated over a year ago now. And from the moment, even before I left for Portugal, I had been on the lookout for an agent, sending out my CVs. I even have a book just with every single agent that I have two notebooks, okay, with agents that I've emailed and like casting directors and managers and everything. It's really, really tough, you know, when no one is like getting back to you and you don't have any clue of what's happening. You know, you have like this dream and you know where you want to be and you know where you want to go, and then like nothing. And it's scary to put your hands and your life in someone else's hands. It's scary to be like, yeah, I'm giving you control over my life because you determine like what happens. Throughout the whole time I'd been praying about it and asking God. I was like, dude, when is it gonna happen? You know, when am I gonna get an agent? When are things gonna happen for me? While I was in Portugal for 6 months, I didn't get any agents, I didn't get a job, I didn't get anything. And it was really, really tough for me to deal with that. I don't have a job, I don't have an agent. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? Where am I going? I'm 23, what am I going to do? Send out CVs and apply for jobs on LinkedIn, and oh my word, guys, so many rejections in the sense that like you didn't make the cut, you didn't make the first round, you didn't get this. And this wasn't even jobs for like acting or anything. This was just like, you know, working in the industry kind of thing. 3 weeks ago, rather, should I say, I received an email from an agency in Atlanta. They were like, well, our open days are this, and so come through at 12. And I don't know, I had a feeling that I should just ask them specifically if I would be able to do a Skype interview. Like, yes, we can do a Skype. We normally do it at this time on Fridays, so just let us know like if you're available. So I immediately responded. I was like, yes, I am excited. It was a Friday night, and I was so nervous, guys. Oh my word. It was so stressful, and I wasn't even meeting these people in person. I was like, Mom, like, thank goodness I'm not meeting them in person, because like I am farting so badly. I fart when I'm nervous, by the way. It's like lots of personal details coming out here. So next minute my Skype rings and it's them, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I answer the phone and I'm like super excited, and two really awesome ladies are like on the other side, and we're just having a good chat. They asking me to do an American accent, which they were really impressed by, and I was like, whoo, thank goodness. They said they were really interested in signing me. Monday I received my contract. I officially signed last week Friday, or Friday the 8th of, no, not the 8th. What was last week Friday? It's like the 15th. Okay. I didn't even tell anybody that I was speaking to an agent or anything like that, because I was so scared. Because so many agents, they'll be like, yes, you know, we want to see you, but like, want to give you a contract. So I was really, really nervous and scared about taking the step and telling people about it. So I just kept it all to myself. Like, only my parents basically knew. It truly is a blessing. I've waited a whole year to get an agent. It's been a lot. You know, to have that faith. As a Christian, you know, you believe that God is going to, you know, provide for you, and you putting the effort and everything, like, you will be rewarded, and you know, God's gonna help you and He's gonna open up the right doors and stuff. But there's also that thing, like, our time is not God's time. And while I would have loved an agent like immediately, obviously that wasn't His plan. So that is everything I wanted to share with you. Follow me on my social media, Alicia Camacho _official on my Instagram and Alicia C _official on my Twitter. If you want to go to Spines, please go give it a follow. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, no matter what, you are awesome, you are great, and you are loved.